Uh, so who's this? Thank you, beautiful, cool Nicole. Thank you. So you know, here's what's going on. All right, there's a certain somebody out there. All right, I don't need everyone to know who the fuck I'm talking about. Maybe you'll understand when I start telling the story. There's a certain somebody out there that I normally never talk about unless I'm bringing up the word cunt. All right, unless I'm bringing up the word cunt. And this person, I want absolutely nothing to do with. Nothing to do with. All right. And this person is now reaching out to others, asking for my information. And you're going to say to yourself, well, why would this person be asking for your information? Why? Who is this person? Let's just put it to you this way: this person's a cunt. This person is a big fucking cunt, a jealous cunt. All right. Hey, Matthew Potts, what's up? Matthew, I got trouble going on over here. People are reaching out to other people for no fucking reason. Somebody might be on fucking vacation and you're bothering them. So anyway, this cunt reaches out and wants my information, and I was like, why is this person contacting you? I don't have anything to do with this person. Why is this person contacting you about me? Well, this person's saying that. All right, let me restart. Let me start over again. All right. Jehovah's Witnesses, all right, which I am not. I am not baptized. I'm not baptized as a Jehovah's Witness. I might have studied with Jehovah's Witnesses, but I am not a Jehovah's Witness. You have to be baptized. Jehovah's Witnesses go to people's houses every day across this planet. Across this planet. Now, just because a fucking Jehovah's Witness goes to your fucking house, don't don't you dare think it's because of me. Because I'm telling you something right now, you fucking old cunt. I would never tell them to talk to you. I don't want you talking to them. You don't deserve to talk to them. You're not worthy enough to talk to them. And why are you asking for my fucking phone number? Someone's not taking their medication. I go to sleep every night, not thinking about you. Now you're making up some cockamamie fucking story to try to get back involved in my life again. You ruthless old whore. What did the church finally, catch wind of your fucking shenanigans? That church you're going to now? Did they stop talking to you? That's what I think this bitch did. That's what I think this fucking bitch did. All right. I think that she got involved with some church out in the middle of bumblefuck whatever, one of those mega churches, and this fucking bitch probably started shit in that church, and they asked her to leave. She's probably bothering people in the fucking church. Now all of a sudden she's asking for my fucking phone number. Why would you do that? I don't want to talk to you. And if Jehovah's Witnesses show up to your fucking house, why would you think it was because of me? The Jehovah's Witnesses do not do anything because of me. It doesn't work like that. Maybe in your fucking loser church it does. Those people have nothing else better to do. These people don't take orders from me. How dare you? And this is some fucking bitch who found my cousin's fucking wife on YouTube. All right, and told her how I was in a cult and all this shit. You crazy fucking cunt. I'm serious. I was hoping you were dead. I was hoping you were fucking dead. What a miserable piece of shit. I hate you. Never contact me. Don't ever talk to me. Don't ever call me. I don't want anything to do with you, Linda. And stop with the fucking rumors. Fucking cunt, man. This woman's got to be psychotic. Got to be, without a doubt. Now she thinks because Jehovah's Witnesses show up to her house, oh, it must be David. It must be David sending people to my house. You fucking kidding me? Matthew, it's not funny. This fucking bitch is harassing people in real life. Just make up stories about people. And she causes drama within her life, the real world. She's always peeking out the window, thinking someone's always going to kill her. I've had these conversations with her. She's mentally deranged. There used to be these two young cops that she always talk about that lived upstairs from her. She used to bother them all the time, all the time. I would hear stories, but I don't know if it was true. She was one of those fucking bitches that would look outside and count the cars in the parking lot. Oh, that car hasn't moved for days. I wonder what they're up to. You nosy fucking hack. Nosy, nosy, nosy. She used to bother the ground maintenance people at her condo or where the hell fuck she lives about scaring Daisy, her dog. Meanwhile, they're just there to cut the lawn. Like, when would it be okay for us to cut the lawn, Mrs. Webb? Linda Webb, if that's even your real fucking name. Tramp. Do you want to know how I know? Or you want to know why I call her that? Because that's what she told me her name was. I never verified it. I never looked this bitch up. Other people did. And they found out some pretty fucked up shit. I gotta get fucking I gotta get text messages from people asking me if I'm really doing this because you're fucking psychotic. No, Linda Webb. I didn't send the Jehovah's Witnesses to your house, Linda Webb. Why the fuck would I do that? I don't want anyone I know talking to you. Trust me. I guarantee you, no one wants to talk to you. They talk to you for about 5 minutes, and their eyes start fucking turning white because they're hoping that they'll die soon. They're pretending like they're dead, so maybe you'll walk away. Most boring human being I've ever met in my life. And I talked to you because I felt bad for you. You know, I really, I don't even believe people went to her house. I think she might have gotten a letter because I don't even think Jehovah's Witnesses are going door to door anymore. Which I should have pointed out in the text message. They send out letters. This is how they do it now. They'll either do it over the phone or they send out letters. And this fucking bitch saw this and contacted my other cousin about this. You're fucking delusional, Linda Webb. You're fucking delusional. You think I go to the Jehovah's Witnesses and talk about you or talk about any of this? What are you fucking insane? Your own family doesn't even talk about you. And if they do, they're probably whispering. Oh, Linda this, Linda that, Linda this. Oh, can you believe she did this again? Her poor sister. Won't have anything to do with you. And really, how dare you? How dare you think that you're that important that I would talk to you? I would talk about you to the Jehovah's Witnesses. How does my understanding about God, or what would my understanding about God, have to do with you? Why would you come up in that anything having to do with God? You wish. You fucking wish. And the only reason why I'm talking about you now, because I can't believe it. I was really hoping you were dead. I was really hoping you were dead. Dude, Potter, you have no fucking idea what this bitch is doing now. Dude, listen, Potter, you do shit doesn't bother me. This fucking woman, oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, she gets a letter or something, or probably a phone call or something from the Jehovah's Witnesses. 'Cause that's what they do now. They don't go door to door. All right. And now she's texting people saying, "Oh, I think David's sending Jehovah's Witnesses to my house." No, no, I'm not. That's just what they do now because of the whole pandemic. Linda Webb, that's what they do. You're a liar. You're a fucking scammer. You try to get people in trouble for saying the littlest things, or maybe not sending you a fucking honey dipper. You are the worst. You are the absolute worst. She was even thinking about suing me, this woman. She was thinking about getting a lawyer. Linda, go get a fucking lawyer. Go get a fucking lawyer. I would love that. I would love to laugh at you with the judge and everyone in the courtroom. Never in my fucking life, dude. Never in my life. She's a retard living in an old woman's body. She's an old retard. And I don't care if that hurts anyone's feelings that have retarded children. I'm sorry. I know retarded children who don't even act like that. What a fucking bitch. Be right back. We got some energy drinks. All right. And just for the record, you know, I've been saying this for a long time. There's only a certain amount of money up here in this community. And when people start cutting in to other people's bottom line, they get nervous. They know that Mary so and so is probably only going to donate a certain amount of money each month, and they want it all. Potter, dude, you have no clue. Butter, you want to know why you don't bother me? Because I don't think you're as. This woman's fucking evil, dude. This woman is truly fucking evil. Deep down inside, I don't think you're that evil. This woman, this woman pretends to be nice. At least you don't hide it. You're an asshole. And so I've been saying for a while, when people see other people coming here, they don't want them here because they know they're going to get donations. They don't want people getting donations. That's why they get run off YouTube. And I think this whole botter thing is bigger than you all think. I've been saying this for 2 years. I think botter has everything to do with G Mangoes, Holly, Bergs, anyone who's making money. And now John finally sees it. Now John's believing it. I've been saying that for 2 years. I mean, think about it. How is it that these other channels don't get taken down, but John does? Come on, come on. This morning you were bashing how. Yeah, because dude, you're fucking everything up. You're ruining it for people. I wasn't bashing. I was just telling you the truth. Dude, I told you last week. I said, I know for a fact, dude, they spent a lot of money to find out who you were. And no, I wouldn't doubt it if someone kills you. For all the shit that you've done, dude, I don't think you deserve death. I don't even think you deserve to go to jail. I'm just letting you know. And they know who you are. But the one thing, well, listen, I hope not. I fucking hope not. Potter, I don't even want to know, dude. I want to be honest with you. I don't want to know. I mean, maybe I've said this before. Like, maybe on my deathbed. Maybe on my deathbed. Right before I die. Like, who is Potter? Like that movie, Citizen Kane. Rosebud. Rosebud. No, I don't care. I don't care what Cab 7 fucking. Dude, listen. I know what Cab 7 is. All right? I get it. I know what he is. He's not fooling anyone. If he was fooling anyone, he'd have a lot more people in that fucking chat, which he did at one time until they caught on to what he was doing. And then he had to disappear to D Live. And then he waited for the fucking for the dust to settle. Now he's back. Listen, that's another guy. That's another guy that I wouldn't be surprised, dude. I wouldn't be surprised one bit if he was doing fucked up shit like you. He's not a good guy, and there's a lot of people that know that don't come out and say it. He looks into that camera and lies to you. Just lies, lies, lies. That's how he makes his money. Professional liar. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think the guy's gay. I think, personally, he's an ex-junkie who struggles with alcohol addiction or probably drug addiction every day. And he falls off the wagon constantly. He's been lying his whole life. That's what I think. And to think that that's not possible, that's ridiculous. Gay so much. Why don't you prove it, Ben? Why don't you prove that you're fucking gay? Since you like to fucking hide behind that, Ben. They're attacking me because I'm gay. It can't just be because Bodder's attacking you because Bodder, that's what he does. I doubt Bodder gives a shit if you're a fucking homo or not. Ben, the Cab 7. Like, it's one thing to be encouraging. Like, I get that. You're supposed to be encouraging. That's a good trait in people, and people are encouraging to others. But then to fucking make them feel terrible because some shadowy figure that no one knows is fucking harassing you because of your sexuality. Give me a fucking break. Sexuality ain't that fucking important to you. You know why people used to be scared of homosexuals? Because they were child molesters. They were molesting kids. No one ever talks about that anymore. They were molesting kids, and they were fucking having freaky sex in public. You weren't able to fucking enter a fucking truck stop bathroom without some kind of homosexual experience going on. That's like the helmet laws with motorcycles. You want to know why they have helmet laws? Because people drove their fucking bikes like assholes. That's why. That's why when you find out that oral sex is illegal in certain states, you want to know why? Because guys were sucking dick freely and openly in fucking public bathrooms. Glory holes are a joke, right? That doesn't exist. I work with this guy, right? I work with this guy Carl. I think he lived out in like a Hackensack or Teaneck or something. Guy doesn't make it into work one day, right? And actually, just right on this road, actually, he got fucking arrested off the Palisades over here. Yeah, he had an ad in fucking on Craigslist or something where he was sucking dick off the Palisades. He got caught doing it. They arrested him, not because he was gay, because he was doing it in public. Sorry, you can't do that. No one's getting arrested because they're gay. Sorry, doesn't happen. And that whole Stonewall bullshit. Turns out, fucking like 30 years later, you find out the reason why the cops raided that place was because the fucking mafia ran it. That whole fucking Stonewall fucking whatever riot thing or whatever the fuck it was, that was all bullshit. And the gays hid behind that for fucking I don't know how many fucking decades. They raided it because the fucking mafia was running it. It had nothing to do with homosexuality. It had everything to do with crime. So all you gays, stop fucking bitching and whining about people persecuting you. That's like saying every straight guy in America is being persecuted in the workplace, anywhere they go, for acting like an animal in public. Yeah, I was at a job. You guys were there. I was at a job on Prospect, 55 Prospect. We had to go to a meeting because one of the guys on the job, they didn't know who it was, wouldn't stop talking to some woman that worked there. And you would think, well, you can't talk to someone? No, it wasn't just that. He kept insisting, "Hey, baby, blah blah blah." You can't do that. Now, was he being persecuted? He got thrown off the job. Was he being persecuted because he was a heterosexual? No. So all you lesbians and homosexuals, or whatever the fuck you guys consider yourselves, you're no better than anyone else, and you can't act like that in public. Listen, you've been getting away with it for a very long time, running around the streets, prancing around in nothing, throwing dick lollipops at children, at fucking kids during your fucking parades. I don't know if you guys remember this. Maybe because you don't live in this area. But these motherfuckers were throwing penis-shaped lollipops at kids. You know what you do with lollipops? You put them in your mouth and you suck them. Sometimes you bite them. What are adults doing? Giving dick-shaped lollipops or penis-shaped lollipops to kids. No one got in trouble for it. Can you imagine if I did that? Can you imagine if Street Life did that? If John Camillo did that? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Dude, do whatever you want. But don't hide behind the whole persecuted gay bullshit. And you know what? Maybe you got your fucking ass kicked. Maybe you got your ass kicked sometimes because you were hitting on fucking straight guys. And maybe some of those straight, because I've been hit on before by guys. I never beat anyone up. But maybe you hit on a guy that was molested by another male adult. You ever think about that? You want to talk about PTSD? And let's not pretend like guys aren't aggressive. All right, let's pretend like guys aren't sexually aggressive. They are. You never hear about women getting beaten up. These gay lesbians getting beaten up. And if you do, it's because they fucking try to man up to men and get laid the fuck out. You might be a lesbian, but that's not why you got beat up. It's because you're a fucking bitch. And you try to man up in front of a man. I'm sorry. It's happened to me before. I remember the first time I got hit on by a guy. I was at a gay club too. I was at a gay club. Let me tell you the story because I'm gonna let you know how aggressive it is. All right? Happened to me twice. Same night too. And this guy, the first guy, was so nice. All right. He had one of his girlfriends because this place was called the Coliseum. It was in Watchung, New Jersey. All right. I used to go with my lesbian friends. I go to this fucking gay bar, and there's men on the bottom, the gay guys are on the bottom, and all the lesbian women are up on top. And there's no rule. By the way, there's no rules there, but it's a gay bar, which kind of blows my mind because we never go to a straight bar. You never hear about straight bars. You always hear about gay bars, exclusively gay bars. But anyway, let me go on and tell the story. So I get to this place first time I'm ever there. I'm there with my friends, trying to support my friends, trying to hang out with them where they feel more comfortable, I guess, in an atmosphere where they know that more women or the women that are there to meet other women, and the guys that are there to meet other men. So they segregate the place. They segregate it from the bottom floor being men, the top floor being women. This place was called the Coliseum, and I'm telling you right now, I don't know if it still exists, but that's what goes on at the Coliseum. Because I'm supposedly fucking homophobic, right? So fucking homophobic that I used to hang out at the Coliseum. So anyway, I go to this place, hanging out upstairs with my friends who were lesbians. We're hanging up in the girl area, the lesbian area, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This woman comes walking up to me. She goes, "Hey, how are you? My name's Jennifer. Blah blah blah." You know, I'm like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" She's like, "Can I introduce you to my friend Peter or Richard or whatever the fuck his name?" I said, "Sure." I was like, "Hey, Rich, how are you?" And the guy was pretty shy, And she goes, "Can he buy you a drink?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gay. I'm sorry, I'm not gay." I'm like, "You want to buy me a drink, man? I'm down." And he looked so upset. He looked so upset. Sweetest guy I ever met in my life. And I said, "Hey, man, I'm sorry. I don't know if I didn't want to ruin your night. That's the reason why I'm up here. I'm not down there because I don't want to get the attention. But it was very nice meeting you. There's a lot of guys here tonight. Don't worry about it. Very pleasant interaction. All right. You never know until you try, right, Rich? So anyway, now I got to take a piss. I'm with my friend Kim. So I'm like, Kim, hey, I got to take a piss. Where's the bathroom? Because she's familiar with the Coliseum. This is the first time I've ever been there. Ever been there. She goes, oh, Dave. She goes, you got to go downstairs. I said, okay, where is it? She goes, well, you go down there, you make a left, and then and now you got to remember the gay area, like the men area. Why is Cutie's Corner making videos? Listen, Cutie's Corner is some fucking old fucking hag that I've said before. She's annoying. She's not funny. She's nothing. I don't even. She's one of the creepiest motherfucking people I ever met in my life, or ever witnessed in my life. Fuck Cutie's Corner. Anyway, so she's like, just to let you know, just go to the girls' bathroom. Like, girls' bathroom? I'm a guy. I'm like, I'm not afraid of fucking gays. She goes, no, no, no. Do yourself a favor. This is a lesbian telling. So I'm like, all right, Kim, whatever. I had like 3 beers in me. I'm like, I'm not afraid of anything. So I go down there. I walk into the men's bathroom. No one in there. I'm like, oh, great. Go in there. Very small bathroom, by the way. Very tiny. Very, very bizarre, too. Very tiny bathroom. Oh, before I go into this bathroom, I noticed that there's a huge line at the door for the women's bathroom. And Kim told me, go to the women's. And I was like, what is Kim's fucking retard, a retard. I'm like, Kim, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I could just go right in the guy's bathroom. So I go in the guy's bathroom, right? I'm in there, no joke, maybe 2 seconds. All of a sudden, 4 guys walk in. I'm like, oh, I guess this ain't happening. Say, excuse me, guys, I gotta go. Now, they had been waiting for men to walk in that bathroom, I guess. And this is, Kim had warned me, and I guess this is what Kim was warning me about. So I'm waiting online, and this angel of a lesbian who was running the bathrooms. I guess they had lesbians running the bathrooms because they were. If you were a guy, right, you had to take a piss. She would say, "Hey, hon, come here. You gotta go. You gotta take a piss." I'm like, yeah. She goes, "Go into that one." She goes, "Watch out. That's where everyone vomits." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." So I walk in there and there's vomit all over the place. I'm just pissing into this toilet. I zipper up my pants. I walk out. In the corner of my eye, I see this fucking woman saying, "Hey, hey, 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 hey. What's your name?" I turn around and say, "Hi, my name's David." And I look, and it's a transvestite. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So let me buy you a drink. Let me buy you a drink. I'm like, "Oh, no, thank you." I remember saying something like, my mother would be so angry, right? This guy, this guy got so mad at me and aggressive, grabs me, pushes me, and goes, "You fucking pussy. I thought I smelt fish." I said, "Dude, what's your fucking problem?" This is a guy that wanted to buy me a drink so that they can have a sexual experience with me. I'm in a fucking gay bar, by the way. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? This guy's dressed up like a girl. This So anyway, sorry. So anyway, this fucking transvestite. I'm at this fucking gay bar, dude. I'm at this gay bar out on the wire, and people are accusing me of being fucking homophobic. Dude, I used to hang out at gay bars with all my gay friends. All right, but I'm telling you right now, gays are fucking assholes. There's some fucking asshole gays out there, and I met one of the biggest fucking faggot assholes in my life. I met one of the nicest guys there in my life. Very sweet guy who wanted to date with me. And I said to him, I said, hey, I'm so sorry, but that's the reason why I'm in the ladies section because I'm here with my friends. I'm not gay. And the guy looked at me like you're lying to me. And I said, I remember touching the guy on the shoulder. I'm like, listen, man, I swear to you. And there's a lot of guys here tonight. I'm sorry. This is very uncomfortable for me. And I remember him looking down at the ground, shaking his head. Yeah. But that fucking transvestite asshole at the Coliseum bar in fucking Watchung, New Jersey, almost got his fucking ass kicked. And I called him a faggot asshole in front of everybody, and he was. He was a fucking faggot asshole. It has nothing to do with me being homophobic. He was just a fucking prick. And a lot of them are sexually aggressive. If I was your son and you saw someone talk to your son that way, you do the same fucking thing. You say, get away from my fucking son, you faggot homo, asshole, whatever you can call him. I don't know. That's what I would say. But the guy that was very nice to me, that came up to me, offered to buy me a drink. I think his name was Richard or Peter or something like that. Very nice gentleman. The guy was around my age. I was in my early 20s. And I truly felt bad for the guy. I said, hey man, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not gay. And I'm not laughing or anything, but it's like, dude, I totally came up here because I didn't want to start any controversy downstairs. I'm all muscled up. I'm looking good. I get it, dude. But I said, Richard, you never know, man. There's a lot of guys downstairs. What are you doing up here? I said, you know what? Let me buy you a drink. You look like you're having a rough night. And the only reason why I would have beaten up that faggot is because he got sexually aggressive with me. That's it. Not because he was a faggot, because he was an asshole. He pushed me. He pushed me because I didn't want him buying me a drink. I just went downstairs to go take a piss at the Coliseum in Watchung, New Jersey. I'm not lying about this. I've hung out at gay bars all over the Northeast. All over the Northeast. At least in New Jersey and New York. I even ran into a family member at one, believe it or not. I said, "What are you doing here?" No. They said to me, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "Oh, I'm with my friends." And then I got a phone call the next morning from her sister, and her sister said, "You better not tell anyone." So what is this, a fucking threat? Do you really think I give a shit? She goes, "Well, what were you doing there?" What does it matter? What do you care? This is what I'm talking about. They're so secretive because they're ashamed of it. I'm not. I've never been ashamed about going to gay bars. Never. It seems like the only fucking people that are ashamed about going to gay bars are gay people. Why? Guys, if you're gay, right? If you're gay, which I'm assuming there's a lot of you out there who are gay, right? Don't be hide behind that bullshit. Don't fucking make excuses for why people hate you. Some of you guys are really fucking annoying, and some of you women are really fucking annoying. And it just so happens that you're gay. I I I was friends with one of the most flamboyant homosexuals I've ever met in my life, and you wouldn't believe who it was. You wouldn't believe who it was. If I told you who it was, you guys would, and the only one who could back me up on this is Craig. But you guys would say, nah, that's not true. That you don't know him. There's no way you know that guy. I've said it over and over again. I used to have dinners with them. I used to hang out with them all the time. And no one fucking believes me. Everyone thinks I'm a fucking joke. Everybody thinks I'm a fucking joke. I used to be very, very close with the Gigantes. Very, very close. And one of them was a very, very flamboyant homosexual. You guys have no fucking clue. You have no clue about me and what I believe in and who I'm friends with and who I support. Whatever. I never supported this guy for his fucking desire to be with another man. Never in my life. I supported this guy because throughout my life I met certain people that I had a certain bond with. All right, had nothing to do with sexuality. Nothing to do with sexuality at all. I had a bond with them. This kid was one of the funniest people I ever met in my life. We had a great good time together. Nothing ever sexual ever happened. He was never ever sexually inappropriate to me. Never. Very respectful man. And he would call people. He would call people out for being bitches. The guy was a mafia prince. I'm telling you, he was a real mafia prince. And I don't like talking about this guy because every time I talk about this guy, I cry. The last time I saw him, I had to leave the hospital. I couldn't breathe. Hey Stella, how are you? What? Really? Over what, Stella? Hey Michelle K, how are you? Ruby, how are you? But my point is that you guys have no fucking clue. And then I'm getting called homophobic and fucking anti-veteran and all this shit. I'll say it again. I'm not gonna thank you for fighting a war for me. I'm sorry. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard of in my life. Oh, thank you for doing all the dirty work for me. Thanks, dude. Thank you for your service. I'm not gonna do that. I'm telling you right now. Anyone who's got PTSD, right, and they hear that, I know what they're thinking. Thank you for what? I didn't do it for you. I don't know you. Thank you for your service. Meanwhile, Black Lives Matters. So stupid. So fucking dumb. I think fucking like 90% of our fucking military is fucking white or something like that. Something ridiculous like that. And we're saying Black Lives Matters. Really? According to who? We're gonna erect statues of fucking George Floyd. But this guy Joe Schmo goes out and kills a bunch of fucking people, comes back and wants to fucking blow off his own head now, and drinks tons of fucking alcohol, tries to do drugs, and we're fucking erecting statues of fucking George Floyd. You ever hear the story about the guys that one guy who's credited with killing Osama bin Laden? He's been all over the news. He even wrote that book. He tells a story about this. He was on the news talking about this one day. He goes, "Yeah," he goes, "when we found out that we were going to do this, we knew it was something of importance because they told us to write letters to all our family members before we left. They said there was it was highly likely that I think like 70% of us weren't coming back, something like that. Like one out of every three guys that went there weren't going to make it. And we're erecting statues. We're erecting statues for George Floyd. This world is really a joke. It's such a fucking joke. These guys had fucking kids and wives. They basically wrote fucking suicide notes to their fucking family members. You realize that, right? George Floyd is writing bad checks and running from the cops. And we erect fucking statues for that motherfucker. You got to be fucking kidding me. If you told me when I was a young kid, right, like when I was like maybe 5 or 6, because I remember around 5 or 6 they were telling you about astronauts and doctors and all this stuff, and the president, you could be the president of the United States. If someone told me, "Oh no 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 no, David, you want to know how to get really famous? Write a bad check, write a bunch of bad checks, get caught by the cops, and then die, and you'll be one of the most famous people in America. They'll put up statues about you. They'll make statues of you." I would have said, "You got to be kidding me!" At the tender age of 5, you got to be kidding me. Commit a bunch of crimes, even threaten to kill a pregnant woman, by the way. Threaten to kill a pregnant woman. Do whatever you can to fucking to ruin other people's lives. Get killed by a fucking asshole cop, and you'll be famous. There'll be David Bulldog statues everywhere. Everywhere. Michelle K, you better stop, Michelle K. Ruby's not like that, Michelle K. Ruby is straight. Straight, Michelle K. Michelle K, you are promiscuous. You are promiscuous, Michelle K. Oh, and for the person that was arguing with me about what Michelle K said on that voicemail, guys, she doesn't say that I look like a pig. All right, listen to this, guys. Listen to it.
Hello, honey. I just want you to know I love you. I love you, fucking David Baldo. Hope that made you laugh. I always say that name. I do love you, though. Bye, sweetheart. Bye. Hope you have a good day at work. Bye.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Listen close.
That pig one I sent to Bergs and Botter, and I said that's what I think you do look like. That pig. Like Murphy. Ew. Ew, honey, ew. Bye.
She said she sent it to Bergs and Botter. Bergs and Botter. Not me. Not me. So don't contact me and say Michelle K was saying that I was the pig emoji in that fucking text thread. She said she meant to send it to Bergs and Botter. Okay? Thank you. Michelle, you can spoon me. Oh my god. Stella. Stella, do you go both ways? I think that most women do. Most women have a tendency to do so. Someone else brought that up. They go, I noticed that there's a lot of gay ladies out there. A lot of gay women or women want to be gay. It's like they like licking and kissing for some reason and rubbing. I think the whole penetration thing is what makes it real or serious. You know? Because guys are always penetrating. Women are just all they got to do is rub each other and kiss on each other a little bit. That's all. Guys, you can always PayPal me at PayPal me /David Buldo. If you guys want to see me get really, really excited. Really excited. But anyway, I just got home, guys. I'm going to take a massive dump. I'm going to let the dogs out. And I'm going to cook myself a sausage sandwich. With, you know. What's that, Pete? Let me seasons. Ball scraping? What is ball scraping? How do you ball scrape, Pete? Because I'm into ball play. I have said this before. I'm totally into ball play. So I just don't know anything about it. Yeah, it does sound interesting. But again, seasons, again, Michelle K did not call me the pig. She was calling Bergs and Botter the pig. You go, listen to it.
Hello, honey. I just want you to know I love you. I love you, fucking David Baldo. Hope that made you laugh. I always say that name. I do love you, though. Bye, sweetheart. Bye. Hope you have a good day at work. Bye. that pig one I sent to Bergs and Botter. And I said, that's what I think you do look like. That pig. Like Murphy. Ew. Ew, honey, ew. Bye.
She was saying that Bergs and Botter look like that. That's true. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. There's poop coming out of my butt right now. I'll come back when I cook the sausage sandwich, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right? Bye.